Hello friends of Dorothy. I have some new comic reviews, and they are brought to you, as usual, by my own works. This novella of short horror stories, Caprice and Other Stories, as well as my comic book series, issues 1 and 2 of Red Knight, which are out now. Issue 3 is coming soon. Keep your eyes open for details. And there will be information at the bottom on how to order all that stuff. But let's get going with the big DC Marvel stuff. And here we go, issue 4 of Batman! And Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo are still working on the book. That's great! And this is easily probably the best of the DC 52 books, I'd have to say, without any hesitation. Let's see, Batman, of course, we have this, cliffhanger, almost like an old movie serial. He's in an explosion, and we don't know how he got out of it. We think he got blown up, but no, he just wasn't in that part of the explosion that really was big. And he escapes in pretty exciting sequence. Snyder's done a really wonderful job of opening and closing each issue with exciting action. He does it very well and flawlessly. Well, in the meanwhile, in the middle of the book, he's been able to put together this kind of really layered history of Gotham City. He did this in the miniseries Gates of Gotham, and he seems to be doing it further here. I love the... And here's the thing, it addresses something I've been wondering for the last 3 issues. Like, if these Court of Owls guys have been all over the place and secretly ruling Gotham, how come Batman didn't discover this? I mean, we just had that big thing with Morrison, like, having Batman all throughout time, so, he didn't, like, bump into these guys at an earlier stage or whatever, and so he does bring that up, and very, very believably, too, I think. This is excellent. You're probably reading this anyway, so what am I saying? It's 5 wrap chips. Now let's go over to one of my other favorite DC books, Wonder Woman. This is issue also 4. This is going to be easy to remember all these DC books. They're all the same number. Now, this is issue 4 by Brian Azzarello and Cliff Chiang. And we meet, let's see, the new god of war, who looks a lot different than he used to. And Wonder Woman is kind of sulking. She's a little upset about her whole continuity being fucked up. So she's kind of sulking in a bar, kind of trying to figure out what she wants to do. Meanwhile, Zola, the woman she's trying to protect, because she's pregnant with Zeus's latest love child. And, let's see, Hermes, and no, not the one from Futurama, this is the real Hermes. And, of course, Strife, the god of fucking everything up. And, meanwhile, Hippolyta is getting ready for a meeting with Hera. And what you think, I mean, it's a pretty tense scene, actually. The bulk of what's interesting about this issue is that sequence with Hippolyta meeting Hera and deciding what she's going to do. This is actually quite a good scene. At first you think it's going to play out one way, and then you think, oh, wow, that's really nice, it's playing out this other way. And then it plays out kind of the way you think. And I don't really want to say so much, what that thing is. It's kind of the cliffhanger for this issue, so I'll be tight-lipped about it. But it's really quite dramatic, actually. Once again, Themyscira. By the way, why haven't we been calling it Themyscira anymore since 52? It's been called Paradise Island every time. Do you think those teenage boys just can't pronounce the word Themyscira? I mean, you had no problem in the 80s. I don't know what the deal is, that suddenly we're too stupid to be able to pronounce it. If they say it on the fucking Justice League cartoon, we just go back and watch those. I'm sure the teenagers you're trying to get right now watched it when they were fucking 9, so I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe you want a whole porno thing, but I'm still having major issues with the change in Wonder Woman's continuity here to the less interesting she was the daughter of Zeus, which frankly has kind of been done. And the problem is, the reason why I just don't dump this like I did the JMS crap was because, unlike the JMS stuff, this is actually really well done. This is expert storytelling and writing and artwork. It's really good. Problem is, I kind of don't like what he's doing. So it's kind of one of those, what am I going to do? So right now I'm giving this a strong 4 RAM chips. I highly do, despite all my misgivings, do recommend checking it out. If you're a Wonder Woman fan who's been kind of like lost in the wilderness for the last while, might as well come back and check it out. I know. 4 RAM chips. Now let's go to issue 4 of Justice League. I'm probably not going to have to really tell you what the number of these comics are anymore. Jeff Johns and Jim Lee. Let's see, Cyborg's fucked up and he's realizing he has Transformer cyborg powers while the parademons are attacking in this exciting Jim Lee action scene. Aquaman's getting to meet the rest of the Justice League, and Hal Jordan's still being a douche. And the Sharks are cool. Maybe they should join the Justice League. And, oh, I'm sorry, it's Aquaman who's the cool guy. And Aquaman stabs that guy in the face. Fight. There's more fighting and fighting, and military comes and we kind of fight them. And then Darkseid shows up. And don't tell me I'm blowing plots. For God's sakes, he shows up at the end. It's Jeff Johns' cliffhanger. Someone shows up. And here we go. Although, you know, they do something a little bit different here. He shows up on like a big spread right here, and then we have another page of a close-up. So that's like really different. Anyway, usual pretty exciting stuff. Excuse me, I'm going to give it 3 RAM chips. Anyway, let's go over to one of my favorite DC books outside of the 52 thing is iZOMBIE, and this issue's a couple weeks old. I'm broke, okay? I buy them when I can. This is by Chris Robinson and Mike Allred. And Gwen's kind of getting over her problem here. Let's see, there was a big zombie outbreak in the town, and she's a zombie, so she's kind of laying low for a little while and trying to figure out what she wants to do with her life. And in comes the dead presidents, and they kind of make her an offer. Meanwhile, the ghost girl is hanging out with her new boyfriend, Frankenstein monster guy. And let's see, I really like the way he looks. I mean, you look at him and he goes, oh yeah, that's kind of, you know, classic Frankenstein monster thing, you know, even with the suit. But, you know, he doesn't totally look like that. He looks like a, you know, cute teeny bopper version of the Karloff monster. Then, of course, our were-terrier guy gets kidnapped while he's trying to, like, talk to his boyfriend over the phone. And, let's see, some other crazy crap. We get, let's see, the ghost girl in the Frankenstein monster get kind of close. It's actually starting to get kind of sweet. And, of course, Gwen is carted off by the dead presidents. So I assume we got a whole new story arc coming up. And we're going to get some more answers. I love this series. This is 5 RAM chips. The art is just so fun to look at. And Robinson really knows what he's doing by putting this series together. 5 RAM chips. Read it. Drop a 52 book and buy this. You know, do you have to read Justice League Dark? Read this. Anyway, let's move on to Marvel. And Marvel has Daredevil. This is my current favorite series. And this is issue 7. This is Mark Waid. And let's see, Pablo Rivera is back too in the art. He's been switching off with the art chores. And this is one of the things I love about this series so much. Daredevil doesn't fight a big villain in this. There's no conspiracy or anything like that. He is doing some civil work he normally does with blind children. Because, you know, of course, you know, that really kind of tugs at his heart. So he's always kind of there mentoring. And for a Christmas trip, he's with the small school of blind kids, and they get trapped in the wilderness all by themselves, where they're kind of fucked. And let's see, one of my favorite panels to express this is, let's see, it's right here. Like, there's no buildings or other people to help them. They're kind of stuck there, and they're all blind. There's not one seeing person here. So Matt has to try and figure out, like, all his super cool powers. His super cool like radar sense is kind of null and screwed up because he's in the middle of the wilderness and it's snowing everywhere, which is kind of like screwing with his radar sense. So he's almost as blind as the kids, feeling terribly helpless, and his clothes got ripped up, so his costume is kind of exposed. So you know it's cold, so he decides, well, fuck it, I'm just going to put the gloves on and the mask. It's warmer anyway. And the kids can't see me, and I'll just worry about what happens when we get somewhere. And of course, like the narration's excellent as far as like expressing Matt's helplessness here. And of course, don't want to give anything away about the ending, but the ending is just really, really, really touching, and it's just an emotional little tiny one-issue story. And Matt, I'm not gonna show it because I want you to experience it if you pick up this issue. He wears a shirt at a Christmas party, which made me laugh my ass off. Funniest thing I've read in a comic the entire year. This is a fantastic comic. This is the best issue of this week I'm reviewing. This is 5 Ram Chips, Daredevil #7. Pick it up. Now, let's go to Avengers issue 20. Hey, we're back to 20 again. And this is Bendis and Acuna doing the art. Now, of course, last we met our heroes, they were being interrupted by Osborn. And of course, it turned out that it wasn't really standing there in the press conference. He sent a hologram, which General Ross, Red Hulk, screws up, and then breaks that connection. But I got to tell you, the scene that really kind of gets me is the first 2 pages where Osborn and Madam Hydra are talking, and there's some. I've been looking at her and wondering what the fuck is with her octopus head. And I've even jokingly called her Octopussy a couple of times. And the whole 2 pages in this scene, this takes place directly after they welcome this SHIELD agent into their fold, and so lots of like espionage shit's happening. And so the opening 2 pages is him going, "What's with your head? And you should really do something about that. Are you okay?" And it's hilarious. What a great bit of dialogue. I don't care what you say about Bendis. It's scenes like this make me love him. And sometimes I enjoy scenes like that more than I enjoy like his action stuff or whatever. And by the way, Madam Hydra gets rid of the octopus head. So it's like, well, fuck that shit. Let's move on. And then, of course, thus begins our war and feud between Captain America and the Avengers versus Osborn and his newly reformed Hammer. So this is pretty exciting times. I don't know how much longer Bendis plans to stick around to Avengers. I know he's going to jump off ship sometime this year. Looks like he's going to try and end big. So that's what he's doing. So I like this a lot, actually. Just the scene beginning, for me, gets 5 Ram Chips. Anyway, that's it. So push the button, Lindsay.